So good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, welcome on this beautiful fine day. Just have everybody just greet one another. Say hi to your neighbor. Say hi to somebody. Give some money. So this will be my, I think, second time speaking up here. So I'm still very nervous. Hopefully that goes well. So yeah. So today we'll be continuing going through James. We already had the little book that I'm going to give out. It's James chapter 3, verses 1 to 12. You can turn to that with me, and we can read it together. And we'll count to 3, and then we'll start reading. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Not many of you should become teachers, but brothers, for you know that we who teach will judge and create greater differences. For we all stumble in many ways, and if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, able also to deliver his whole body. If we put bits in his mouth of horses, so that they guide their whole body as well. Look at the ship also. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are guided by a very small rudder wherever the weight of the paddle is. So also the tongue is a small member, yet boasts of great things. How great a forest is set away by such a small fire. And the tongue is a fire, a world of unrighteousness. The tongue is set among our members, staining the whole body, setting on fire the entire course of life, and set on fire by us. For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and sea creature can be tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But no human being can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil, full of deadly poison. With it, bless our Lord and Father, and with it, we curse people who are made in likeness to God. From the same mouth come blessing and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring pour forth from the same opening, both fresh and salt water? Can a fig tree, my brothers, bear olives, or a grapevine produce figs? Neither can a salt pond yield fresh water. Yeah, it's a little bit long. We'll go through it a bit. So the main topic, I'm guessing you can guess, is the tongue. Okay? So just some facts about the tongue. What is the tongue? It's a muscle, right? You can do lots of stuff with the tongue. Actually, there's someone in our church who can actually do 4. So, yeah, it's pretty impressive. I can only do 3. But yeah, it's a muscle. And what do you use the tongue for? Lovely. Tasting, good. And? Just tasting? Yeah, speech, talking, anything else? Nothing else, just these 2? Anything? Yeah? Whistling. Okay, sure. So it's basically tasting, licking, chewing, and talking, speech. So I'm going to do some tongue facts, okay? Tongue facts today. It is not the strongest muscle in the body. Okay, a lot of people say it's the strongest, but it's not the strongest. It has one of the most endurance because you use it all the time. That's not the strongest. Another thing, your tongue is unique, like your fingerprint. Okay, so everybody has their own like tongue print. So instead of using it for your phone, you can use your tongue. So if you use your tongue, like nobody's gonna touch your phone. Like who wants to touch your phone anyway? It has 2,000 to 4,000 taste buds, and this is false. Okay, you know the taste zones in the mouth? That's not true. Okay, that's not true. Okay, I'm gonna give you some medical stuff right here. So there's 5 cranial nerves that innervate the tongue with motor and sensory. In total, we have 12 cranial nerves in all. So 5 is actually a lot. And for sensory, you can see that it's like a whole like portion of the tongue. So your taste, you can still taste sugar in the back, you still taste like saltiness in the front and the sides. Yeah, medical school knowledge, that's for you guys. So what we want to talk about is speech. You need the tongue to talk. Okay, if you try talking without using your tongue, it's really hard. You can try it right now. Like, put your tongue to the top, to the roof of your mouth, and don't move it. And just try talking. So your T's, your N's, and your M's, those are really hard to pronounce. Okay, alright. Back on topic. So what we want to say is that the tongue, even though it's such a small part of your body, like it's so powerful. You can do so much stuff with it. The verse 4, look at the ships also. Though they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are guided by a very small wind. Wherever the will of the pirate directs. So even though your tongue is such a small member of your body, such a small organ and muscle, it can do a lot of stuff. It can get you a job for interviews. You can confess to the girl or guy you like, and then yes, it can get you fired. Yeah. So how powerful is it? So in the beginning, we have Genesis 1, verse 3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Right? He didn't wave his hand. He didn't have a magic wand or anything. He just spoke. He spoke it into existence. All right. So you have also John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Do you understand how powerful our speech is? Like how? Well, I have question time later. So just talking can do so many things. There's another one that I really like this verse. From the fruit of a man's mouth, his stomach is satisfied. He is satisfied by the yield of his lips. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Death and life are in the power of your tongue. Like that's how strong it is. That's how powerful it is. So when you have something so powerful, like what do? Anybody know this? Anybody know? No? With great power comes great responsibility. No? Oh, come on. This is OG Spider-Man, okay? This is Tobey Maguire. In my opinion, he was one of the best.
What about Homecoming?
Homecoming was okay.
Okay.
But,
Wow.
Hey, you can't compare it to Tobey Maguire. So Spider-Man, he has great power, but he also went bad, okay? That was, I think the third one, that wasn't that good, okay? I don't recommend that one. That was not the first one. Huh? First one was the best, right? So with the tongue, you can do great things. You can either say good things or you can say bad things, right? And then, even though you don't think it's a big deal, it can cause so much damage. You can do so much things. So let's talk about the good first, okay? We have blessings and strength. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Everybody knows, like, the parents especially, when we go to like a family gathering, they're always like, "Oh, you're so big now. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're so," I don't know. That's, especially Asian families, they do that. And when they say it to you, you always like, "Oh, okay, yeah, thank you." But when somebody flatters you, it's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good looking." But it makes you feel good. It can make your day. You know, that thank you, that those nice words. So just an example of some nice words. These words can just change your day. Okay? You are the best thing that has ever been. Like if you get this note, you just smile to yourself and you're like, get that warm fuzzy feeling on the inside. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. So let's talk about the powers. Does anyone know this book?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh wow, I didn't know the kids know this book. This is a really old book. So The Little Engine That Could. I remember reading this back in like kindergarten, I think, or was it first grade. So it's about a little engine. This little engine. It wasn't built to carry a lot of stuff, but there was one freight trailer that needed help, and nobody else wanted to take him up the mountain. So this little engine said, "You know what? No, I'll take you." But he was so small, and the freight was so big So he wasn't made to bring like big cargo luggage up the mountain. So during the whole time while he's going up the mountain, he says, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. But he says that the whole time to himself. You may think it's funny, but like if you say the words, you know, it makes them more believable. You make yourself believe it more. So he keeps on saying, I think I can, I think I can, until he reaches the top, and then he says, I think I could, I think I could. So what I want to get is the power of speech. You know, a lot of people tell you to just talk to yourself in the mirror. Like in the morning, we're gonna say good stuff. Like you might laugh at that, you might think it's not true, but it actually works. You go in the mirror in the morning, it's like today's gonna be a great day. You're a beautiful, independent woman. I don't know. Just talk with words to yourself or speak it out. I don't know if anybody watched Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge. At the last part where I forgot his name. No, Andrew Garfield. What was the character? Starts with T. Okay, but Andrew Garfield. Doss, right. Private Doss. So he was saving people, and at the end, he always said, Lord, help me get one more. Help me get one more. He speaks it. He makes it come alive. There's power when you talk. So when you're like down or when you need strength, just talk it out. I know it might seem weird just talking to yourself. Like, yes, it's weird talking to yourself, but there's strength in doing that. You proclaim something, and then it will go out there. It will do work. It will move mountains. So that was the good. Now we go to the bad. So we can build people up, but we can also bring them down. For James chapter 3, verse 5. So also the tongue is a small member, yet it boasts of great things. How great a forest is set ablaze by such a small fire. The tongue is a fire, a world of unrighteousness. The tongue is set among our members, staining the whole body, setting on fire the entire course of life, and set on fire by hell. Alright, this is pretty grim. Okay, it's pretty dark. But you need to understand that the tongue is the organ that causes us to sin most easily. Okay? If you imagine it, like most of the other commandments, most of the other things, you need a situation, right? In order to like hurt somebody or dishonor your parents, you need your parents there to dishonor them. In order to like to murder somebody, you still need somebody there. There's a situation. But for words, you just say something and then you can sin. Okay? From blaspheming to cursing to slandering, gossiping. So you understand it has great power, but it can do great harm too. So sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me. This is an old saying. I don't believe it's true because nowadays words are very powerful. Like bullies don't push you around anymore. Bullies, they just say words or something, or just message you on Facebook or something. But the Romans had a saying, the saying, our tongue is like an arrow, able to hurt people from far away. And just me standing here and talking, like I can injure somebody from on the other side of the world. And once it goes out, you can never take it back. So once you say something bad, like a sorry is not going to fix anything. Okay? Your words are already out there. It's already doing damage. You're saying, I'm sorry now, it won't repair everything. You can only be forgiven by the other person. You can't have them forget what you said. So, once again, with great power comes great responsibility. You need to understand that what you say and what you do is seen by others and has tremendous consequences. The words of a whisperer, or gossip, as in the NIV, are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body. So I saw this online, this gossip, so 8 types of gossip, okay? So there's slander, dishing the dirt, rumors, backbiting, not really joking jokes, planting seeds, whispered innuendos, and got this all wrong gossip. Does anybody guess what's what? Anyone take a guess? Lemon? Let me take a guess. Yeah, but it's like you're making a joke, insulting somebody, but you actually really mean it, and you don't. Yeah, you just say you're joking. Anybody else? Guess? No? You need me to, okay, I'll explain most of them then. Slander is purposely doing harm to somebody else, talking bad about somebody else with the intention of harming them or with the intention of doing them wrong. Okay? Dishing the dirt, the dirt is the juicy info. Okay, whatever juicy info you have, you just have to spread it out. Rumors don't have to be malicious in intent. They can just be something you heard and just talking about it. But most of the time, it's about something bad. Okay, rumors. It's rare to hear rumors about something good just spreading. And backbiting is when you talk bad about somebody and they're not there. So like if Uncle Eddie's not here and you talk bad about him, he can't defend himself, he can't say anything. That's backbiting. Not really joking jokes, Levin has explained. Planting seeds is planting that doubt. So like in most movies, you have that guy who just whispers in your ears like, no, that guy's not cool. You gotta stay away from him or something. It makes you doubt yourself. A good example is, so when you leave the house, and then your spouse or your child say, you remember to lock the door. Okay, that's planting the seed. Then you start thinking, did I lock the door? Did I turn the stove off? Is the water in? Then you have to go back and then check, just to make sure. Whispered innuendo is like the subtle, not insult, the subtle rumors. We got this all wrong is okay, I don't know if this is true or not, but she told me that, blah, 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 blah. That's got this all wrong. So saying something, even though you don't know it's true or not, and just keep on saying it anyways. So Gossip Girls, I personally don't watch this. I just Googled gossip and this is the picture that came up. So I just put this here. But gossip and drama is very integrated into the American culture. Like, I think Desperate Housewives is another one. I've watched that one, that was okay. But I'm going to something more classic. This is Othello by William Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. Shakespeare is really good. I took a course in 12th grade, and Othello is like one of the epitome of just a guy whispering and then causes so much damage. So if you have time, you can read it. But I'll just give you something more relatable. So this is a meme saying, hey, see that guy over there, he thinks you're dumb, and it just affects your personality of what you think about the other person. So back in China, okay, I went to school in China for 6 years for college, and there was a time when there's a lot of rumors because it's a really small city and there's not a lot of international people, like people from other countries. So you hear about stuff about what's happening around the city. And then one of my acquaintances, he works in this restaurant. He told me that the manager was stealing money from the boss. Okay? I didn't know if it was true or not, but I just assumed it. And then when I saw the guy serving the boss, I was like, wow, this guy is so bad. And maybe it's with guys a lot, but we smack talk a lot. Like, if there's somebody there who's not there, you just talk bad about them. Like, yeah. So I know it wasn't a good thing, but it was like in the moment, and then you wish harm on another person. You want them to like something bad to happen to them because you think something bad happened, that they're doing something bad. So after a while, when I went home and I thought about it, I'm like, wow, it's really mean of me and bitter of me to do. Like, I didn't know who the guy was at all. I just heard a rumor from somebody else he was doing something bad, and I wish bad stuff on him. Like, I met him later on, and he was a pretty cool guy. So these rumors can cause you to judge people in a certain way, or cause you to look at people in a certain way, and there's power in that. Especially like parents or other people or other kids. They say, don't hang out with that kid because he's dirty, because he's really violent, or he's doing something bad. So that puts your mind in a certain way, and there's power in whatever you say, whatever you tell the kids, or whatever you tell your friends. In church too. So there's times when other people are they're going through something bad, but some people just enjoying it because, not really enjoying it, but it's very selfish in that they want to hear about it, they want to learn about it in order to make themselves feel better. That they know that there's somebody else worse than them. So that's that's all controlling yourself. It's not right to spread all these gossip and everything, but just try not to. There's always good rumors and stuff like, oh, she got pregnant, or they're married now, or stuff like that. But just try to keep it up, not like keep it away from your mouth, and just wish people well. So instead of being like this, you can be like that guy. He wants to meet you, say hello, or just say something nice, or meet the person if you heard rumors about them. So now we come to the paradox. Okay, the mouth can speak good and it can speak bad. Like that's paradox about it. From the same mouth comes blessing and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring pour forth from the same opening, both fresh and salt water? Can a fig tree, my brothers, bear olives, or a grapevine produce figs? Neither can a salt pond yield fresh wine. I know it's very grim telling people it's very hard to control your tongue. It's very hard to control what you say, especially when you're really mad or you're really frustrated. You just have to get it out there. But once you speak it, the words are in motion. There's consequences that are happening. Events are taking place. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't use it. Okay? Just because it can do great harm, it can also do great good. So you need to think about it in a positive way. So, we may all stumble in many ways. And if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man. Able also to brittle his whole body. I think it's brittle. Bridle? Okay, bridle. So God knows that we're going to fail, okay? Everybody's going to stumble. Nobody's perfect, okay? We're all sinners. But we can just do the best that we can. And then you'll understand. He knows that we will fail sometimes. He knows that we won't meet expectations. But we're trying, okay? That's what we do. So the Great Commission, I'm guessing everybody knows, is going out to nations and spreading the word. All right, you can't spread the word if you don't talk. All right, you still need to use your tongue. You still need to use it in the right way, though. That's what he's trying to say. That's what he's trying to tell us. So how do you control the tongue? How do you control the tongue? Anybody want to take a guess? I don't know. I just give advice. I'm not sure how to control it. Anyone? No?
Cut it off.
Cut it off? Oh, that's extreme. Whoa. That's what I heard. No, let's something less extreme. So
Surrender yourself to the Lord, have Holy Spirit daily renew your mind.
yes.
And then when you surrender yourself to it, the Lord will renew your mind wherever you think. Between your heart and life, between that speech out of your mouth will be great.
That's
What you
great.
think and feel, you will speak it out.
Well, that was the advice I was about to give. Like, surround yourself with the Lord, that everything in your life is just so positive, so good, so that you're affected by it, and whatever comes out of your mouth will also be encouraging words, just positive words to build people up. So imagine having no filter, everything that we think we speak. How embarrassing would that be? Can you guys imagine that? Yeah. You can't imagine what I have thoughts in my mind. He who guards his lips guards his life, but he who speaks rashly will come to ruin. So I found this online. It's the think. So it's an acronym. So each letter stands for something. So the T is, before you talk, is it true? Think about it. Is what you're saying, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Okay. Uncle Lenny talked about it, I think 2 weeks ago for James chapter 1, where we need to be I think it was we need to be quick to listen, but slow to speak and slow to anger. So also we need to be mindful about what we say and how we say it too. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 and 31. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for building up as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear it. Can the worship team come up, please? So this is a challenge for the week. Just try to talk encouraging stuff. Words build life, Also bad words or harsh words can destroy it too. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as you are doing. So when something bad happens, when you stub your toe, when you step on a Lego block, don't say dang it or something, just say hallelujah, praise the Lord. Or when your kids are really messy, say hallelujah because there's so much life and joy in your life at home that they don't do the dishes or anything. Just be happy that they're there. Be positive and surround yourself with the word. And when you do that, you will impact not just yourself, but impact others too. Thank you.